You okay? Okay. Hey everyone, it's Haley. Welcome to Mom Life Vermont, and welcome to another episode of Confessions of a Bearded Lady. Typically, we put this on together and then take it off together, but today I was actually going to do this without you because life is stressful. Life is very, very stressful. If you guys didn't know, we recently moved. This is the new bathroom. You have seen it probably in one or two videos at this point, but it's just very stressful to be unpacking. And today I was like, I just want to get rid of my facial hair. I haven't actually done anything since we did the waxing a few weeks back. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it up here. And if you have, you'll know I kind of like spot waxed just because I didn't know what I was doing. And I waxed kind of all over and got very red and then didn't know where I still needed to wax. And my skin was just not having anything to do with any more waxing. So basically I 75% waxed my face. Some of the hairs that were on my chin were long. They were like an inch long. They were super long. Only a few of them, and really just down here along this line, but I noticed I had not waxed right here, so this was getting like super hairy to the point that I could feel it and it was bothering me, and like the wind would blow and I would be like, a bug is on my face, and it'd be like, oh, that's just my stash. Here we are today, quickly trying to do this and then realizing I had 10 minutes, so let's chat. This video, what I wanted to chat with you guys about is kind of like a little bit of everything. A little bit of my PCOS, a little bit of my diet, a little bit of my medicine, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Kind of just like these one-off videos that I have hopefully posted for you guys about adventures I was expecting to take or hoping to take, and then I never filmed more or things just slowed down. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update. So the first thing I want to give you guys an update on or chat with you guys about is the Metformin journey. Now you saw me take it for the first 2 weeks and I did really well, and I continued the cycle of doing really well on the Metformin, and then I seemed to miss a few pills here or there, and the more you miss with them, at least for me, the worse some of the symptoms, or like the lovely peeing from my butthole, diarrhea, that whole great adventure that you have on Metformin. If you want to see that video, it's up here somewhere. So yeah, I was just having some really bad side effects with the Metformin, so I kind of stopped taking it and wanted to do a restart. Did the restart, and I just was not keeping up with the medicine, so I was getting the really bad side effects. So at this point, I have actually not been on Metformin for probably a month to a month and a half. I'm feeling great, but I am ready to get back on it. I have spoken with my doctor. We're going to try a couple of things to see if it helps me remember to take it, stay on it, and I am also hoping to up my dose to see if I get some of the side effects that I had gotten the last time I was on it. One of the things that I feel prevented me from remembering was I never felt any better while I was taking it. So not taking it like made me feel worse, yes, but I just was hoping to get some really great things out of it, and I didn't feel like I was getting them. Like I was still bloated, my hair is still falling out, I was still feeling all the symptoms of PCOS that I was hoping to kind of not have. I was also hoping to lose some weight, and I wasn't doing that, and I know that Metformin is not meant for weight loss, but I was hoping that it would alleviate some of my other symptoms to help me as I was going on the diet that I was talking about and some of the exercise journeys I was hoping to take. At this point, I am going to start Metformin, hopefully tomorrow, but you never know around here, and I will be sure to bring you guys along on the new journey to hopefully keep me just kind of, I feel like you guys keep me accountable. Keep me accountable. Make sure I take that medicine, make sure I'm feeling good. Definitely something that I will fill you guys in on more as I get back into it, but I just kind of crashed and failed there for a little while. Now the next journey, babies. Let's have some babies. Now I did take you to the doctor recently, a couple of months ago, where I was like, we're gonna have a baby, yay! And that is still the goal, but with the move and some just the stress of life and things like that, we've decided to just kind of get me healthy, get everyone healthy, and take it from there. So I guess no extra help at this point, but hopefully with like the metformin, the diet, losing some weight, that will become higher on the radar. So I guess we're just wham bamming and hoping it happens and not doing anything extra special. Because I feel like in the last video, I haven't edited at this point, I was probably talking about some of the medicine I might be getting on outside of metformin, which we're not going to go that route yet, but hopefully within the next year we'll be there, and I will be sure to fill you guys in on that adventure. Now, if you guys have actually been here for any of the PCOS videos or my symptoms, one of the things I often talk about is like the weird, crazy periods that women with PCOS have. And one of the reasons why I think I'm kind of okay with halting the medicated pregnancy journey and just going with the flow is recently my period has been like on time. It is weird. I literally feel like I'm on my period all the time. The only reason I feel that way is because I'm so used to having a period every 100 days, once a quarter, like 4 times a year type of deal. So to have it like every 30 to 35 days is just like, I just finished. Why am I having it again? Sometimes that maybe it's the fact that I was on the metformin for a little while. I'm trying to get my health in order. Maybe some of these things that I have done, although I feel like I've failed at recently, are actually helping. Am I helping? Probably. That's very exciting. It's very weird how it happens. So we'll see if it continues as I like go on this journey of weight loss and adventures and being a marathon runner. If you haven't heard that adventure, we'll get into it in a moment, that hopefully my body just kind of regulates itself on its own. Some of the, with PCOS or some of the stuff, I don't know if I've told you guys this, and I'm surprised if I haven't. There is like a theory with PCOS that losing some weight, so exercise, healthy diet, will help alleviate some of the symptoms. And that doesn't go for everyone, because there are thin, healthy women who have PCOS, and then there are women who kind of are like me, who are not in the best of weight, don't do the things that they're supposed to do, eat whatever they want, and have symptoms as well. So it'll be interesting to see if I can kind of lose some of the weight, if I will continue, this one's gonna drop here, continue to see like the period regulate itself and possibly be able to have a baby naturally. Will it happen? We'll find out, right? So yeah, marathon running, half marathon running, exercising. So I feel like I needed a goal with the exercising, and being like 100 pounds is my goal, I didn't feel like was motivating me enough, because I guess my weight has never been an issue. The issue is always like, do I feel good in the clothes I'm wearing? That type of thing. So I could be 500 pounds, and if I felt fabulous, then I would be okay being 5,000 pounds. But the weight I'm at right now, I feel not great. So my goal is not to just lose 100 pounds, but I was like, if I have, like, I want to feel great, but then I'm also like, let's go to Disney World, let's run a half marathon in Disney World, and I saw that as like an end goal, maybe I would do it. And I have to say, at this point, it has motivated me. It has gotten me to hike some mountains. It has gotten me to go on some trails. It has gotten me kind of like off my butt at least a couple days a week. And the lovely Fitbit that I picked up also helps on this journey, because it lets me know when I work at home and I sit on my butt all day, I don't get my steps. Like today, Kenzie and I went on a walk, and I didn't have my Fitbit on for like a good portion of the morning, and then I put on and went on for a walk, and I got almost all of my steps. So just getting out a little bit, and like seeing the fact that like today on the rail trail, there's a whole video on it, you gotta check it out. But today on the rail trail, I figured out that it was 3 miles one way and 13 miles the other way. So 3 miles, perfect day run, going that way, getting myself in order, training for things such as 5Ks, perfect there. 13 miles is a half marathon, which is like the goal. So running that little bit would actually, I feel like, get me ready. And mind you, I'm doing a bunch of research on running and things like that to make sure that I'm getting to the point where I will hopefully be able to run that half marathon in about a year and a half. Now, in regards to running the marathon, This is the first time ever in my entire life where I am like, I need to check in with my doctor to see if I can even like prepare for the run. And the reason for that is, back when I started this channel about a year ago, I was talking about how bad my feet felt, and I felt when I started this recent journey into exercise, my feet were feeling good, and that's maybe why I was like, let's do this. And now they hurt so bad. So bad. It's almost like worse than it was before, but I'm not really sure if that's the case. It's just back. I'm going to the doctors in a couple of months, talking to the podiatrist, talking to my primary care doctor to make sure that I'm actually like in well enough health and to make sure that I'm not going to damage my feet anymore. I think the rest of me can deal with the rigorous training adventure I'm going to be going on, but I just don't know if my feet will, and they're pretty important in this process of running. So it has been a little bit of time here. I'm going to take this stuff off, and if it works, I'll tell you about it, and if it doesn't work, well, I'll put a link to the video. I'm actually surprised that that works so well. So the product that I just used is the Sally Hansen Brush On Hair Remover. This is probably like the third video I've done with it. One, just kind of used it. The second one did a full review. In that review, I think I said it worked terribly. It didn't take any of it off. So here I was like a slightly stressed state and being like, I need to get rid of my facial hair, and unable to find anything except for a product that didn't work in the past. So today I thought about all the mistakes that I made last time, or I felt like I made the last time I used it. Not putting on enough, not leaving it on too long, all of those things, and I took them and I applied them today. So I put on a lot and I kind of left it on for a while, which may be too long because I am feeling like the burn a bit. Be sure to check out I Burned My Face Off because that was a fun adventure. But I have to say that it did take off most of the hair, and I was fully prepared to tweeze it all, but I don't have to. There might be a few strands here or there, and definitely in the places that I had waxed previously, I can feel that hair pretty good. That didn't come off. But the long strangly bits that were kind of here that were inches long, those ones I got rid of. So worked good, bad, good, bad. So I hope you enjoyed this little like, let's take my facial hair off. Let's just kind of like fill you in on a whole slew of things. Mostly health updates, all health related, I guess. But I'll be sure to fill you guys in on the adventure to the doctors and all the adventures of like training for this half marathon and all of that fun stuff. So be sure to hit that big red subscribe button if you're interested in all of those things, and then hit a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and let me know down in the comments if you have any products you want me to try around here. Have you found success with this brush on? Because this is the first time I've had success with it. Third time's a charm. Probably going to do a little tweezing and be done. So see you next time. Bye-bye.